Road to Glory Week 4, big standing switch up going on. Um, got a new standing list. You got Ethan and McGill at 1 and 2. I think they're playing each other this week, so that'll be a big matchup. And then we have Nihil third, Evan fourth. We're at fifth, Jape sixth, and me in last. Yeah, not gonna talk about it, but the energy has to shift. So hopefully this week we can get that going. All right, so let's get into last week. I thought I had a good chance after Thursday night, but Mahomes 17, Jamar 25, he had a good game. Ayuk, Juwan Jennings having like 40 plus is a joke. Running backs kind of just do what they're supposed to do. Hey, Kelsey's just kicking me in the ass right now, and then I seem to never play the right flex person, so yeah. Let's see. Ethan Squash 30. Yeah, that's a given. That's like every night. Um, Amon Ra back-to-back 19s. Got in the end zone this time. Pittman. Yeah, I wouldn't say Anthony Richardson. He's kind of looked shaky to say the least. Pittman played really good with Minshew. Metcalf had that big touchdown. Kamara still squeaked out 14. Akers got a touchdown at the end. Kincaid scored. Deontay Johnson having 22 is crazy, but new QB change, so he has a QB that can get him the ball now. Pittsburgh's defense at 14. What we got? Brian Branch with 10. Roquan with 10. Just a good week. Outside of McGill and Ethan, the scoring was relatively low. Like I could have squeaked out a win against anyone else. Evan Lamar, 25. CD's been a little quiet. It's a tough matchup though. Nico still at 10. London scored again. Montgomery's a beast. I feel like he's like guaranteed to score every game. Javonte at 6, McBride at 4. The tight ends this year have just not been good. Brian Thomas at 8. Japes with the 108. Tyreek, it's not gonna be pretty unless they get a vet like low key, like get Mac, get Garoppolo, get Flacco, like go get someone else. Like this guy that you have at quarterback is just dog shit. It doesn't make any sense. Um, Garrett Wilson scored. Laporta had 4. Like the tight ends. This is not a pretty week from Japes, but still 2-1. Could be worse. Eckler at 16, Burrow at 25, Jawan Jennings at 40, Chuba had 26. Holy shit. Oh, Miranda did put up 160. Okay. Uh, what do we got? Who were big running backs? So Jonathan Taylor had a big week. Gibbs scored, so running back production was good. B Rob scored again. Jets defense, yeah, that was smart. Smart move there. Cam Bynum. Devontae Smith, I think he got a concussion, right? Concussion from, so hopefully we'll see what happens with him. And then to Brett, since Miranda is Brett's kryptonite, Baker 9 points against Denver. I don't think many people saw that coming. Malik Neighbors, he's a beast. That's for sure. He's pretty good. Quite a week from Zay. Shahid, just an absolute goose. Bijan scored, but he was still under. Kyron, 30 points, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, we knew it was over for this week after the start from Brett. Aubrey is the best kicker in the league. Buffalo at 18. Speed and Vaughn had 9 and 11. Olave had 18. Rashad White looking shaky too now. What do we got from Miranda? Shakir, 16. Gene Daniels, 28. Bucky Irvin, 12. Let's get some pieces. Over to Andrew versus Galigo. Galigo couldn't have had this type of week last week. Go figure. Under 100, man. Stroud with 11. Adams with 7. Mike Evans with 4. JMO, 0.9. What the fuck? Mark Andrews with a goose. Look at Aaron Jones. After all the disrespect we've given him over the years, he'll probably get hurt next week now. Cincinnati -1. What the fuck is going on? Andrew Dak, 29. He really had 29. Holy shit. Jettis scored again. McLaurin had that big touchdown to seal it. Alec Pierce had 1 catch. Charbonnet had 27. Holy crap. Raiders -1. It's basically Charbonnet. No, Dak, Jefferson, and McLaurin. Dallas at -3. That's insane. Singletary 18. Hopkins 16. Kirk 13. And then we go to McGill versus Nihil. McGill climbing up the ranks. AR with 7. He's looked really shaky. Marv, he's a stud. Waddle, same thing as Hill. Quarterback absolutely sucks. They need to bring someone in. Chris Godwin's a beast. Gotta have him on my roster at some point. King with 29. Yeah, he looked like vintage in that one. Brace at 17. Brenton Strange had a touchdown. Good start, I guess. See Miguel, that was a good start. You don't need Skylar Thompson. Go back to Caleb, throw him 363. You'll take it. Moore with 12. Diggs 16. He had 10 catches. Cooper, 2 touchdowns. Barkley, 2 touchdowns, 33. Man. Rasheed Rice is a stud. All right, Miguel, you had a good week. Miguel had a good week this week. All right, Miguel, I see you. I see it. I see the vision here. All right, what do we got for? We haven't had any trades. Breckham with Mario Douglas. I snagged Mooney. Either took Christian Watson. Yeah, this Chamari Connor's good. I'm surprised he dropped Delonte. Wandale Robinson's a good pickup. Same on Madison, I think. Komet's a good pickup. I had a waiver in on him too. Young Coleman was a free agent. Mhm. All right, let's get into this week. All right. Since McGill asked starting this week, I will keep track of my predictions. So I'm going to type them out because I already forget. And I'm not going to go back. Maybe after I'll go back and re recount my other ones. Week 4 predictions. Okay. Matchup of the week. It's going to be Ethan versus McGill, 1 and 2. Winner goes to first place. So that will be the matchup of the week to watch. Me versus Andrew. I need this injured team to just please just give me one. Um, the Mahomes at the Chargers. I like it. No Derwin James. Need something here from Mahomes. Jamar, love the matchup. Let's go. Ayuk, Patriots look shaky. They just got to be creative, get him the ball. Hopefully Gonzalez won't shut him down the whole game. Tank Dell, Jag secondary is horrendous. It's not like just give me one touchdown out of him. ETN, he usually actually plays decent against Houston, so hopefully he can just get in the end zone. James Cook's been a beast. It's going to be a tough game in Baltimore. Hopefully he'll have a decent receiving game. Kelsey, this is his chance. No Derwin James on him. He's got to free up here. And then I like Pollard because Miami's shaky against the Brown Monday night. Probably going to lean with him. But I don't really trust Ford. Adunze, like I'm conflicted with him because his volume's gonna get there, and then Bowers is just I don't know yet. Think they just had a bad game. You just got Dak against the Giants. Don't really like that for myself. Jettis against Green Bay. Now Green Bay seems to always minimize him a little bit. So hopefully that can happen. I don't think Debo's gonna play at all. No way. Terry against Arizona, okay, that's not bad. Kenneth Walker, is Kenneth Walker gonna play? Either way, I mean you have Sharpney too, so P Ryan, yeah, not really worried about him. Evan Ingram, if he plays, I mean, I hope he does, and I hope he doesn't. So Lazard, he kind of scares me a little bit. Rogers loves him. And then Dallas's defense, yeah, I don't really like that either, but hopefully Debo's out. So there's still a chance Debo, Kenneth Walker, and Ingram will be out. I gotta go. I gotta go with me. I gotta go with me. I need this so bad. I need it. I need it. This is my chance. I need it. So I'm writing this down on my phone so you guys know that I am gonna keep count this time. Evan versus Brett. Brett, what are we? Okay. Lamar against Buffalo. I like it because it's at home. I do like CD this week. Nico might explode. Like Jacksonville secondary is just so bad. London at home versus New Orleans will be an interesting one. I think Montgomery's going to score. It's going with Chuba Hubbard, which I like. Just a new offense here. And then I don't know if Keenan's going to play this week. They were saying, so I don't know. I mean, you have Juwan Jennings too. Brian Thomas, Quentin Johnson still. He's scored what 3 touchdowns. Brett's going with Pete. Baker home against Philly, 4 o'clock game. Or is that a 1 o'clock game? 1 o'clock game, I think. Um, yeah, I like Baker in that one. I like Neighbors. Brett's going with Olave this week, and then you're going with Douglas this week. Interesting. I like Bijan. I need to keep him going. I really like Kyron this week too. Will Jordan Humphrey, what is going on here, Brett? Aubrey will probably have 30 points. Bro, what are we doing? We got Zay, Stevenson, Shaheed. What is this kid doing right now? What is happening? I'm so confused. I'm going with Evan. Bro, you confuse me sometimes. I won't lie. Orlando versus Galigo, Kyler against Washington. That could honestly be a high scoring game, which you will take, even though you do have both of them. Devontae Smith questionable with the concussion against Tampa. I'd still like it if he plays. Same with T. Higgins. Najiba, what did he do last week? Anything? No. So he's like hit or miss. Taylor, it's at home. Pittsburgh's been playing well. That'll be an interesting matchup. And then I like Gibbs a lot. I like this matchup a lot between the teams. B Rob's gonna score. He's a beast. Kyle Pitts, I mean, all tight ends are trash right now, so Jets defense against Denver, I like. Who we got on the bench? Reed, Shakir. Shakir's good. Yeah, Stroud against Jacksonville is gonna be scary. Adams against Cleveland. Evans, I like against Philly. JMO, I mean, I like the matchup. So Jacobs playing Minnesota that has the best defense right now. Um, HN, I think, will have a bounce back game here. Tennessee's not good. Aaron Jones, like him too. Mark Andrews, I mean, how does Mark Andrews have a goose egg? Rookie, Tennessee's defense. AJ Brown, could AJ Brown play this week? Forgot about him. Oh, could AJ play this week? I'm going with Galigo this week, especially if AJ plays. Then this brings us up to our matchup of the week, Ethan versus McGill, squash in Baltimore. That is going to be, I think it's going to be a tough matchup for him. He is squash though, so he can do anything he wants. Amon Ra, that's an ideal matchup, I would say, also for Metcalf too. Pittman, I mean, he's just got to get his volume up. And then Kamara, I like him, is mixing into play this week. Maybe. Kincaid, Deontay, I like Deontay. I like Pittsburgh's defense. McGill's got Caleb against the Rams. That could be a good matchup. Um, Especially if he has to throw like 50 times a game now. DJ Moore. I like Diggs a lot. Um, Barkley, I mean, they just got to feed him. He's just a monster right now. Jordan Mason, yeah, I like that matchup. because we stink. So, and then Rashee Rice might have 30 points because I don't know. That's just how his season's going. And then Miami might get two pick sixes against Levis because he's a bum. But this is a good matchup. So, all right. So, obviously, I'm going to favor Allen here. St. Brown's better here. I'd rather have Diggs in the spot, Metcalf. These two are almost equal in terms of their matchup, I think. I'd rather have Mason, Kincaid, Rice. This is Eve. This is all right. So nothing, 2-1, 3-1, 2, 4-2, 4-3. I'm gonna go with Ethan though on this one. The St. Brown Metcalf matchup's really intriguing. And our last matchup is Japes versus Nihil. It's probably going to be a lot of talk this week from these two, as I would expect. Um, Hurts against Tampa, I like it, especially after what happened last week. I mean, Tyreek went from what being projected 18 points to 11. So, I mean, let's get a new quarterback here. I don't see what the problem is. Garrett Wilson versus Denver, he's probably going to have Surtain on him. See if you're worthy. We're going with LA Connor this week. Dobbins. I mean, he's gonna have a big role, I think, this week. Laporta, I mean, the tight ends, like, this is a joke, I think. San Fran's defense, okay. That could be a winner this week. Obviously, probably no Mostert, no Cup. Hill's got AR against Pittsburgh. Tough matchup. Marvin versus Washington. I like that matchup for both teams, so and then Waddle. Just not going to cut it with a bad QB. Godwin, absolute monster. Need him, please, on my team. See, I'm interested in this Buffalo Baltimore matchup. This is going to be a good game. I'd probably pick Baltimore just because they're home, but I think it's going to be a good game. Um, Brees has a good matchup, I think. Kittle, maybe Kittle might be the X factor for San Fran this week. Then we got Zach Moss. So who are you not starting? Ridley? Okay. Goddard's interesting too. I mean, what do you have? Like 11 catches? Yeah. 10 catches? Um, I'm gonna go with Nihil this week. So I'm writing it down. Okay, so let's go back. Actually, I haven't done this yet. Top point scorers. Season total. All players. Number one QB, no surprise, Josh Allen. Then we had Jaden Daniels, Lamar, Sam Darnold. Interesting. Wide receiver, Malik Neighbors, wide receiver one right now, huh? Godwin, Rashee Rice, Jawan Jennings. That is such a joke. Running backs, Kamara, Barkley. Might be Saquon. Yeah, it is. Saquon, Kamara, Kyron, Brees, Cook, Achan, Derrick Henry. And tight end number one for right now is Dallas Goedert and Brock Bowers and Cole Kmet, and none of the big names in the top three. Number one defense, Minnesota. Yep. Number one kicker, Aubrey. Yep. All right, so that's going to do it this week. We got some big matchups that will affect the standings. So good luck, everyone. A lot of games. What do we got? Thursday night tomorrow, and then we got two games on Monday night, but there's some potentially good fantasy matchups on Sunday. So good luck, and we will see how the standings shake up after this week.